Hello everyone, welcome back to my Minecraft world. In this episode, I plan to get the bedroom started. I have already put a basic design of the room itself. Also, that tree is grown and it has grown into my base. How does that look from out here? That's actually how I wanted it. I'm fine with that. Alright, so yeah. Today I want to get the bedrooms done. And if I have time to do a couple other things, I would like to do some basic little additions to the base and the world. First of all, I removed the ladder here and I wanted to add a staircase. It's gonna be a tiny little staircase, so nothing crazy, just like that. So you can walk up here and boom. I think it's a bit quicker than a ladder, not too sure, but I just want to do that. Alright, so I have some supplies on me. So first of all, I'm gonna build up the wall of the bedroom. I kept 2 blocks open at the top because I thought it would be nice. So in the future, whenever I get glowstone, I can hang it from one fence, and then the glowstone will be visible from outside of the room. I think that would be kind of cool. But that may change whenever I get glowstone. I may not like the look of it. And speaking of glowstone, I really am starting to want some for the base and just some builds I've been doing. So that is definitely something I gotta get to, building another portal and getting all that going, because yeah, I'm definitely starting to want glowstone in my builds. I just don't like how torches look, and from, like, if I can remember correctly, whoops, don't want to place that there. Glowstone is brighter than torches, so it's just a more efficient source of lighting. Alright, so let me get down from here. Let me step back and see how this looks. Looks about like what I was expecting. So, on the inside, I don't have much planned out for this room. All I know is that I want this path over here to lead down, so it would be a double door. I know I want a crafting table, a small chest, or just a double chest, nothing more than that, and some paintings. And I wanted to build an idea bulletin board, so where I put all my ideas down on fences or on signs, so I can have all my ideas written in the game, because I actually have a note that I keep all of my ideas on, but I thought I could add it in the game. Would be a little nicer. Also, this is a nice time to showcase that this is where the moon rises, and it's also where the sun rises, so that's why I decided to put my bedroom on this side of the base. I think that looks really good. Alright, so I don't plan to put a door in. I think I'll just leave it open. Open like that. I may put wooden slabs on the top level of those logs, but I'm not too sure about all that. First, let me get these torches off the ground. And I think I'm going to move the bed back by 1, so I have a bit more room to walk over here. Get these all real quick. And then I'm going to put these on the wall, so probably have them on the 3rd block. And make sure it's all even. Actually, I should have put them on the 4th block. Let me do that real quick. Alright, there we go. So I want the idea bulletin board to act as kind of a bed frame, but I think I want to actually build a bed frame for the bed, but have it right behind the bed frame. So I would presume for a bed frame, I would take just 1 block here. So I'm going to build the bulletin board 1 block, or yeah, 1 block behind the bed. and I wanted to use stone slabs as the middle. And then I wanted to put wooden slabs on top. Light it up. Alright, so from this angle, it will kind of act as the backboard to the bed frame. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do the bed frame, so I'll wait on that. But on this side, I wanted to put the ideas. So, make a sign real quick. Idea bulletin board. Hopefully I spelled all that right. Alright, so what I want to do here is have signs that list different ideas for the future builds and stuff. I'm not going to put that up right now because that's going to just be typing, but actually I will do it. I'll just cut it. So yeah, I'm going to put some of the ideas I've talked about in previous episodes up on this wall real quick just to remind myself. So whenever I walk past, I get the ideas flowing again of, oh, I got to do that. I want to do this, and start coming up with different ideas. Because I think if you see, or if you have an idea of what you want to do, you can kind of keep thinking it out in the back of your head. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Alright, so I've put some ideas that I've had in previous episodes down for now. There's definitely some more, but that's what I'll keep it as for now. I also wanted to switch out these oak logs for spruce logs because I think there's already enough oak logs around here, so I want to spruce it up. Oh. Alright. That should be good. So, when it comes to the rest of the bedroom, one thing I would like to have is wool on the floor and the floor in the distant future. Whenever I get a mob farm set up, or just go around and shear a bunch of sheep. But I don't think that's gonna be anytime soon. So I want to figure out a place for the crafting table and chest. So I could just have it over here. It'd be simple but effective. I also want to make those doors real quick. And since this is a double door, I unfortunately can't use pressure plates because the game just doesn't really seem to know how to handle double door pressure plates. So I'll keep that there for now. I plan to make this a similar path to what I've done in the last episode. So with the gravel and the wooden stairs or slabs. So yeah, I'll be done later though. But when it comes to the rest of the bedroom, I don't really know how to make this look nice. I have mentioned before that I wanted to hang up the fences, but I'm not even too sure if I'm gonna do that how I explained, because I may put in a wooden roof. I think I will, because I have mentioned before that I wanted to get rid of the stone showing so I can replace it up on the top of the base with grass. So thinking about that, I may actually do that now. I'll at least do the bedroom. So let me get some more wood and let me go do that real quick. Alright, I have placed that roof section in, and looking at this is giving me a lot of ideas for the base itself. So I may today as well want to work on some of the base, other than the bedroom, but for now, that's how it's going to be set up. As I mentioned, I do want a different different floor. Wool would be the best option. I think this side where the bed's at can be a different color than the rest. Not sure what color, and I don't have the wool to do that yet, so that is an issue. I was also getting the idea of having a specific room for paintings, so like a painting exhibit where I have a showcase for every painting in the game, because to be honest, no reason at all, just because I thought it would be cool. So that's something I'm thinking of doing. When it comes to the rest of the bedroom though, I think I'm going to mess around and try to make a bed frame. I had an idea and I think this would look fine. So it is a wooden block behind the bed, 2 stairs facing inwards, and then a stair facing the top, and then slabs along that. I think that looks pretty good. Let me test one thing real quick. If I bring it out, how does that look? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I think I like the first one. I actually might take the stair off and put a slab on top. I think that would look a bit more nice. Yeah, I like that. So hopefully it keeps the spawn point set and it doesn't glitch me into the slab or something. And one of the spawn points are at the feet of the bed here. Let's test it out. Oh, okay. It didn't work. Is it because something's not lit up enough, or... Let me make sure everything's lit up first. Let me eat a pork chop. I think I'm good. Let me try it again. Something spawns, then I think I'm gonna have to get rid of the slabs. Yep, okay. Guess the slabs aren't gonna work. At least these hopefully would work. Try that. Come on now. Uh-oh. Oh man, okay. I guess just that. I feel like maybe something else is happening. I'm gonna go grab another, actually 2 pork chops. Make sure I play this safe. Alright. See. Oh, it's turning day. I gotta test this real quick. Try it again. Okay. So slabs cannot be on the side of it, which is unfortunate because I liked how that looked. But I guess that's fine for now. You know, I could put the crafting table in there. That could be a little nice area for it. Yeah, I'll do that. On these fences, I place them down. This is where I want to put glowstone whenever I get it, and then I'll remove the torches. Yeah, as I mentioned, I really am going to start wanting to get that glowstone because with the base, I think glowstone is just going to make it look a lot better, like having chandeliers on the roof. I think it's going to make it a lot better. So, I actually don't want to continue this bedroom until I get those lights to see how it would look like through that. When it comes to other stuff in here, I could probably just have little decorations, like maybe I don't know, I could think of like, you know, some designs for, you know, a dresser or maybe even like a closet or something. But for now, I'm actually at a loss for ideas, at least when it comes to this room. So what I'm gonna do for now is just, I didn't really like how that looked over here. I guess I'll just put it back. For now, I'm just gonna leave it. I gotta come back in and get some, or when I come back to do this, I gotta get some wool and I got to get some glowstone. So I'm gonna ignore that for now and switch my attention to the base because I would like to set up the birch trees inside that I talked about. And I have bone meal so I can test to see if they do grow. The idea here is, or at least what I'm thinking is, I'll probably have 4 rooms similar to this around the base. So there'll be that one, another one here, another one over there, and another one on the opposite side from where I'm standing. I don't know what I'd do in all those. I may just have 2 rooms where I put stuff in because all I can think of right now when it comes to inside the base is a furnace room. I could put farms inside the base, which was my initial plan. If I do that, then I think I want a room on the opposite side of me over there, and then farms along this side, and then trees dotted throughout. Now, what farms I put inside the base, I don't know. Because there's wheat, sugarcane, and wheat, sugarcane. Is that it? Oh, cactus. Cocoa beans and pumpkins cannot be farmed in this update, I don't think. Yeah. Alright. So, wheat and sugarcane I may do inside the base. But I may not do them like a large scale build. I think they'll just be for now. Because I would like to do a semi-automatic wheat, sugarcane, cactus farm. The cactus farm is going to be easy. And I was thinking the cactus farm could be done up on the top layer, because once I get in the trees up on this other layer, I want to plant the trees along here. So replace the cobblestone with dirt, or I could just put the dirt a level higher for the trees, and I want to loop around. Then I'll remove this, obviously, because that was just for the time being. I could put the sugarcane or the cactus farm up here, because the cactus farm is fully auto. All that you need to do is collect the sugarcane, and I can have water come down into the directly into the chest room without having. I could actually just remove this part, because I wouldn't need to go up there if it was just a cactus farm. So that would actually be kind of cool, thinking of that. But what I want to do is start placing these birch trees. How do I want to do this? So I guess I'll do a test. So I'll just plant one, 2, 3, 4. Actually, do it from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on, I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm not even gonna try to make this even. I'm just gonna place a couple down. I really should just place one to see if it even grows. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working. What if I put it a layer down? Okay, that grows. So a layer down is fine. I can do that. Alright, so now the question is, where do I want to build, at least set a layout for the farm? If this is how it's gonna be, then I think the farm is gonna be on the bottom. Like I'll replace the planks. I'm not too sure actually. So if this is the bedroom, I think I want along this side to be the wheat, and on that side I can do the sugarcane. Actually, no, that's not gonna work, because I mean it would. There'd be no reason it wouldn't. And then there would be another. Let me measure out this room just in case I want to make a couple other rooms. I'll just measure them out on each side just in case, so I can get an idea of how big they will be. So I need to go get some more wood, and I'm gonna do this real quick. Another thing I thought of is I could do a flower farm, and this is something I could put in the base, because all it is a set of dirt on the ground or a set of grass on the ground that's large enough for a bone meal set, and that could be done in one of these areas of the base. So I have placed in the blueprint of the other rooms, or the outline of the other rooms, if I decide to do that. So with that being said, this gives me an idea of how much space I will have per farm. So there will be 4 sides to this if I want to do 4 sides. Really, all I can think of is wheat, sugarcane, cactus, and the flower farm. The mushroom farm, it needs to be completely dark, so I don't think with having all these windows, that's not going to be a great setup, really. And even having the cactus up here, I just mentioned how I wanted the cactus farm upstairs, or up on the roof, so I may just do 2 wheat farms and 2 sugarcane farms. So sugarcane farm here, and then on that opposite side, diagonally, another sugarcane farm. So with that being said, I'm gonna just get the area dug out for the wheat farm just here in this episode, and then I'm gonna follow this up in the next episode with building these farms and probably getting some more interior of the base, like these birch trees. I unfortunately don't have bone meal, so I'm gonna have to wait for them to grow. So yeah, let me get some dirt, get some seeds, and figure out how I'm gonna lay this all out. Alright, so I placed down the trees where I think I want them. They'll have to grow before I can truly say that for sure, but the plan here is to have a little pathway right through the middle that leads to the tree, and then this side, or each side here, you can have a walkway if you need to access something. But throughout this whole thing, I think I'm just gonna put dirt all in here. Once I put the dirt down, then I can look to see where or how I'm gonna put in the water. So I think that may be a little tricky to make look visually nice. I can maybe hide it a little bit, or at least attempt to hide it. Alright, so this is how I decided to set up the saplings and the dirt. Now the trick is, how am I going to get the water in there? Luckily I have a infinite water source set up already. The idea is to just have it as much water around the edges as I can. I placed in logs because what I want to do here is put in leaves right along here to kind of give it a nice backdrop. What is going on over there? What in the world? And wherever I put the fences is where I want to put a glowstone whenever I get glowstone. And I'll actually probably put more fences in here, but I only put those two in for now. So it will be wrapped in leaves. Still enough room for the saplings. Had to make sure. So yeah, all the dirt, at least as much dirt as possible, is going to be covered in wheat. So I guess what I could do here is I would like all the water to be evenly placed throughout here. So might as well just place some. If I place some right behind here, let's say, put 2 pieces, grab some more as well right here. The question is this stuff even gonna grow? Because I've been having issues, at least earlier in the world, with stuff not growing when I would till it. So it should go over by 4. And seems to be working. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So one should be all here. It should be fine. I'm gonna place a bunch of torches right here along this. Actually, I'll just have it on each side so it reaches far enough, just to make sure that the lighting isn't the issue, at least for these ones right here. I'll even put some more torches along the roof here, or along this ain't the roof. You get what I'm saying. Alright, have it all here. And it seems to be working decently. It should go out that far with no issue. 3, 4. I think that would work for at least those 2. And for those, I can just cover them with slabs. But for now, I'm gonna leave them open because maybe it was the slabs that was doing it. But I didn't have slabs down there initially when I made a farm. So yeah, I think this is the idea I'm gonna have throughout this build. And I'll probably sneak one in right here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should all be good. Place some more along here. What I'll do is just put them lower. And this is just until I get glowstone. That one already went out. Any of these gone out yet? No. So it could be lighting. That one could have been not properly lit. So I'm gonna need another one. I know I could be doing this a lot more efficiently, but I want as much water in the back of the room as possible. So place another one over here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I guess for the next one, I can actually just move these over, I think. So 1, 2. And if I replace this, 1, 2. This should still be reaching. And then I can fill in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just starting to get a bit dark, so could start being an issue. This one won't be able to be lit from here. Or lit, what am I saying? Can't even break it. Oh, there we go. Alright. I'm gonna keep messing with this real quick and try to figure out a good setup. Alright, so I think I'm happy with how this is set up, at least for now. Missed that. Hopefully that's far enough. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think the issue here is that there's not enough lighting in this area. Whenever I can replace these with glowstone, that would help. I also moved the ones from the corner and just brought them out and put them above the water sources. And I think that would look a lot better with glowstone. And I also want to have glowstone hanging from the roof. Because, yeah, it seems like this isn't all working properly. I don't know if it's the lighting situation or there's not enough water. Because this side seems to be doing fine. So, I'm not sure what's happening over here. But I'm going to see how this plays out. I guess what I can do is... Actually, I probably should wait until they're all moistened before I place the seeds so I don't waste them. Because this is actually all the seeds I currently have. And I would also like some of these trees to grow. I hope none of the blocks that I placed alongside, or at least near them, is getting in the way of that. If it is, I can just break them and then let them grow, and then, yeah, see, this one's messing up too. Let them grow and then replace the leaves or the fences, but I guess I'll see if I can get this one to grow. Okay, that didn't work. Hopefully that has enough space. So yeah, this is a work in progress, obviously. Yeah, a lot of these areas over here, and actually, some of it seems to be working out. So yeah, I'm gonna just put this on hold for now because this was a bit more stressful than I was thinking. Getting all this set up and all the water, some of it's not tilling properly, so I don't know. Seems that it's just a bit buggy in this version, which is a bit unfortunate. But I think this would look a lot better once the trees grow in. And I mean, with the leaves, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it like that. Another thing I was thinking about is that I can decorate the base with flowers. Not sure I'm gonna do it in this setup, but that is something I could do in the future. So maybe in the next part, maybe not, just because this was a bit annoying today. To build this farm, I may do the sugarcane one over here, which is just going to be straight lines of sugarcane and then a pathway through to the deck outside here. That might be done next episode, or I might switch it up. Didn't get as much done today as I wanted, and it's a bit shorter of an episode, which I'm fine with. But yeah, with that being said, I think I'm going to end it there. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.